You don't have a discipline or motivation problem, and you're not behind in your healing. You are just evolving faster than your identity can keep up. You've outgrown your habits, but your nervous system is still loyal to the old version of you. And that internal tension, that quiet frustration of, why do I know better, but still do this? Still moving like the old version of you. That's not failure, that's the alignment gap. You've read the books, you're doing the healing work, and you've upgraded your routines, your language, your standards. But somehow your reactions are outdated. Your habits lag behind your wisdom, and your body still thinks it's in survival mode while your spirit is screaming, I'm ready for more. And nobody's talking about this gap, but it's the reason so many brilliant, self-aware women feel stuck, frustrated, or quietly disappointed in themselves. If you've ever thought, why do I know better but still feel misaligned? This episode was made for you. Hey, my beautiful friend, before we keep going, if this episode keeps meeting you in the exact places you didn't even know how to name yet, that's your cue. Go ahead and hit subscribe so these conversations can keep finding you right on time. No pressure, no hustle, just honest growth, real embodiment, and reminders that you are allowed to want what you want. All right, let's continue. Hey, Queen, welcome back to the podcast. Grab your coffee, your journal, your emotional support blanket. Because today we are having a heart-to-heart. This is a safe, sacred space where we tell the truth without shame, where we stop gaslighting ourselves in the name of growth, and where we remember that evolution isn't just about information. It's about embodiment. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are just standing in the space between who you know you are becoming and who your body still believes you are. So let's close that gap together. Now, here's the part about growth that nobody glamorizes, especially for high achieving, self-aware women. You can intelligently outgrow your old life while your nervous system is still fighting to survive it. Your mind upgrades before your nervous system does. Awareness changes fast. Embodiment doesn't. You can understand boundaries before your body feels safe enforcing them. You can know your worth before your reflexes stop accepting crumbs. You can believe in abundance while your habits still operate from scarcity. And instead of honoring that gap, we shame ourselves for it. Sis, your emotions aren't disobedient. They're just underinformed by safety. Growth isn't instant alignment. It's integration. And this is the sneaky part. When your identity hasn't caught up to your awareness, you start negotiating with your old self. You say things like, I'll speak up next time. I know better, but it's just not that deep. I don't want to overreact or be the drama or the classic. This is just how I am. No, beloved, that's not who you are. That's who you're used to being. The gap isn't a failure. It's an invitation to practice becoming. Here's what neuroscience quietly confirms. Your body will not follow your beliefs until it feels safe in doing so. You can understand a new truth without your nervous system agreeing to live there yet. Growth doesn't fail because you don't know better. It stalls because your body is still protecting an old reality. Not as she knows, but as she believes and embodies. Becoming her isn't like flipping a switch. It's more like moving into a house while your muscle memory still reaches for the light switches in the old one. Nothing is wrong. You're just learning the layout of who you are now. So if you are feeling inconsistent right now, you are not out of alignment. You are just mid-integration. And that phase doesn't ask for punishment. It asks for patience and practice. Nothing about this means you are regressing. It means your identity is catching up. Ooh, friend, let me put you on something real quick. If you've ever walked into a room feeling solid and then one comment, one look, one moment made you second guess yourself, that's exactly why I created the main character confidence checklist. It's not about pretending to be confident. It's about remembering who you are before doubt starts talking. It's simple, it's grounding, and it's there for you on the days you need a quick reset. You'll find it linked in the show notes. Save it, come back to it, let it support you. Okay, now back to the episode. Now, here is what almost no one tells you when you start changing your life. You can change your habits long before you trust yourself to keep them and live at that level consistently. Meaning you can change what you do faster than how deeply you trust yourself. Why? Because habits are mechanical. Identity is relational. You might wake up early, but still question your discipline. Eat better, but still punish your body mentally. Listen, friend, you had that one smoothie, and because you didn't see instant results does not mean it is time to body shame. Now, I may or may not be calling myself out here, but that is neither here nor there. Okay, let's continue with the examples. You might start saying no, but feel guilty afterward. You might choose differently and still brace for impact, just waiting for the other shoe to drop. That doesn't mean the habit isn't working. It means self-trust is still being built because it hasn't been conditioned yet. You don't trust yourself yet, and that's okay because self-trust isn't built through insight. It's built through repetition without punishment. It's created through time, practice, and conditioning. Trust is built through consistent self-honoring, not perfection. Every aligned action is a vote for your future self. This is where growth starts to hurt. Not because something is wrong, but because you're stretching far beyond what's familiar. Just like growing pains in the body, this phase can feel uncomfortable, tender, even confusing, not because you're regressing, but because you're expanding. And this is where so many high-achieving women misread the moment. Instead of letting the new habits settle and take root, they push harder. They add more pressure. They try to outperform the discomfort. They turn growth into yet another performance. But trust doesn't grow in force. It forms and grows in safety. Your nervous system, it's watching you closely right now, and it's asking, when I try something new and this feels unfamiliar, do you stay with me? When growth aches, do you offer patience or punishment? Every time you respond with grace instead of criticism, your body learns it's safe to keep going. This season isn't about acceleration. It's about recalibration. Let your habits take shape. Let your body catch up. Let your nervous system learn that this new pace, this new standard, this new you is not a threat. I repeat, it is not a threat. It's a homecoming. Stay and trust the process long enough and something beautiful happens. You don't just trust the method, you start trusting yourself. And that kind of self-trust, it's steady, it's embodied, and it's built to last. It's unshakable because it was earned, not forced. Ooh, Woo! Now, this part right here, it's the part of alignment nobody prepares you for. To fully embody who you are becoming, you have to grieve who you no longer need to be. Ooh, that version that survived, the version that played small to keep you safe, the version that needed validation to feel chosen. You don't just outgrow those habits. You outgrow versions of yourself you actually love. And this is the part that is so quiet, tender, and so rarely talked about because, truth be told, you loved her. You loved the quick comebacks, the sharp wit, the way she could command a room and cut someone down in the same breath. Honey. The way she handed out the top flight business, masterful. You loved how she never let anybody play in your face. She protected you. She carried you. She made sure you were never small. So, of course, there's grief here. But alignment doesn't ask you to erase her. It asks you to reassign her role. The question then becomes, can you be fierce without fumbling respect? Can you be strong without needing to belittle? Can you hold power without leading with defense? That fiery version of you isn't gone. She's just not in the driver's seat anymore. She's now the passenger princess. But friend, I ask you to take a pause here. Just pause for the cause, because let's be real. Maybe she is the passenger princess, but maybe she needs to be sitting in the back of your bus. Because if she was just that off the hook, maybe you can't trust her in the passenger seat yet. So assign her role accordingly, okay? Seats can change. There might be an upgrade fee, but seats can change. Now, let's just say she's very cutesy, very demure, and she's the passenger princess now. So listen, she might still get a say in the playlist, still brings the confidence, the instinct, the fire, but you choose the direction. You decide the pace. You know where you're headed. And that's what evolution looks like. Not becoming softer in a way that you view it as weak, but becoming more precise, not losing your edge, just learning when and how to use it. So if you are grieving an older version of yourself, honor her, thank her, let her ride in her new role with compassion, not criticism, and then keep driving. You don't ascend by erasing her. You ascend by thanking her and moving forward anyway. Because alignment doesn't mean abandoning your power. It means wielding it with intention. If this conversation is touching something tender inside you, that's not an accident. If you're listening and noticing emotions surfacing, memories, realizations, truths you haven't yet said out loud, this is your invitation not to push past them. The main character energy journal prompts were created for moments like this to help you sit with what's real, hear yourself clearly, and move from insight into embodiment. No pressure to journal perfectly, just space to be honest. You'll find them waiting for you in the show notes whenever you're ready to meet yourself there. Okay, now back to the show. Now we have arrived at one of our favorite parts of the show. This week's self-love two-step is the alignment bridge, a moment where we stop forcing transformation and start embodying it. Let's ground into this action. Step 1, name the gap. Ask yourself, where do I intellectually know better, but emotionally feel behind? Write it down without judgment. Heavy on the without judgment, friend, okay? Step 2, choose one embodied act. not 10, not a full rebrand. Just one action this week that aligns with who you are becoming, even if your body shakes. Remember, you get to decide if it's a baby step or a bold move. Alignment is built one brave choice at a time. Now, let me pour into you real quick. Listen to me closely with your whole heart when I say, you are not fake, you are not inconsistent, and you are not failing your future self. You are learning how to live as the woman you've already met in your spirit, the one who feels ready, clear, rooted, the one whose life makes sense on the inside, not just on paper or an Instagram highlight reel. And that kind of becoming takes practice, not pressure. Give yourself permission to practice, to choose again. It takes repetition, grace, and the courage to choose again with love, without turning the moment into a character flaw. Some days you'll feel aligned and grounded. Other days you'll feel tender, unfinished, still integrating. Both are honest, both belong. Confidence isn't just loud certainty. It isn't force or proving anything to anyone. Confidence is quiet commitment. It's waking up and choosing yourself again. It's staying when growth feels unfamiliar. It's honoring the process when you don't feel fully there yet. And friend, the fact that you are still here, still listening, still choosing, still willing to grow with integrity, that tells me everything I need to know. You are committed, and that commitment is already changing your life. Ooh, so good. If this episode spoke to your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode with a friend who's evolving faster than her comfort zone. And leave a 5-star review. It helps this message reach the women who need it most. And remember, you are not becoming her someday. You are catching up to who you already are. Until next time, main character, stay aligned, stay soft, stay powerful. Keep shining, all because together we can. Encourage over everything.